You know what? I feel like I forgot to spoil something. I feel like I probably do a spoiler review for something. Huh. I don't know. What movie did I forget to spoil?
Kicking in the door for the Suicide Squad. Needle in my arm, so I'm do or die for it. Ain't no mercy, ain't no mercy. Huh. Got that purple Lamborghini lurking. Rose.
Nah, it can't be that one.
What is going on, guys? I'm your host, Francis Beau. Welcome back to MovieStalkers, and this is the spoiler section for Suicide Squad. So if you've not seen Suicide Squad yet, do not watch this video. Again, spoiler territory, so do not watch this video, because there are going to be some spoilerific details we're going to talk about in Suicide Squad, and all the little, cool things that happen throughout the movie. So if you've not seen Suicide Squad yet, why are you watching a spoiler review? Go watch my non-spoiler review and go see the movie itself, because it's been out for like 3 days now. So, yes, let's just get down to the spoilers. So the first thing that I really want to talk about in terms of spoilers is Jai Courtney as Captain Boomerang. I was pleasantly surprised with his performance. He was really good as Captain Boomerang, and I really hope that I see him in the upcoming Flash movie, because they hinted at it, which I'll explain later on why they show that they hint him to be in the Flash movie. But he was pretty good. He was pretty good as Captain Boomerang. Really, really good performance by him, so I was pretty surprised by his performance. Great personality as well. The other thing that surprised me a lot was Will Smith as Deadshot. That was really good performance by Will Smith. I mean, Will Smith's a good actor. I mean, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Men in Black, he's done some great stuff. He just hasn't been on top of his game lately, and I think that Suicide Squad definitely brought him back to his original level that he usually is. Great performance, really good. Completely transformed himself into Deadshot. Very, very good. And he got a lot of character in Deadshot, which I think was really good, and definitely would like to see a solo film or something with his character, because he was really good. So, I was really surprised there with him. So those are my two positives. The other big positive that I thought was mind-blowing, and I think everyone else in the theater thought was mind-blowing as well, Viola Davis as Amanda Waller. Oh my god, this is a perfect Amanda Waller. She is perfect casting and perfect, personality, because you can tell that this person is evil. Pure evil, because there's one point in the movie where she literally just kills 5 of her own men. Pure evil. And she has them, she puts in, this is from the comics, she puts in, these little tracker bomb things in every Suicide Squad member's necks, so if they get out of line, she could just press a button and they'd be instantly killed off. You'll see how that worked later on. But pure evil. I mean, pure evil, people. I mean, I got goosebumps just from seeing this woman on screen. So, great performance, great casting. So very, very happy with that. So that was really good. So I was really happy with Amanda Waller, and really hope to see her more in the movies, because that was really good. So, I've already said my piece about Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. She was very good. Perfect Harley Quinn. Knew from the start she was going to be amazing. So nothing to really talk about there. What about Jared Leto as the Joker? Because that's the one I didn't really touch on a lot in my non-spoiler review. I kind of said this in my non-spoiler review. If I didn't, I'll say here. From what I saw in Suicide Squad, because we only got a little bit, it's like Spider-Man level of screen time, except cut out a little bit more than you have as much screen time Spider-Man had. He was interesting as the Joker. It was a different take on the Joker, and it's more of a gangster type of Joker, and I don't mind it. I think it was a good performance. I need to see more just to get a good perception on this Joker and get an overall opinion about this Joker. But from what I saw, it was pretty good. And again, it's not as great as Heath Ledger's. It's not great as Jack Nicholson's, but it's still a good Joker. I mean, it's a completely different Joker, so we're gonna have to get used to it. But it's a pretty good performance overall. I was pretty impressed by Jared Leto's performance. So those are all my positives of the film. In terms of spoilers, those are all my positives. I'm trying to think right now if there's anything else that was positive. Nothing else. Now let's get down to the negatives about the movie. Now this is the one that I didn't want to, I was trying really, really hard not to spoil in my non-spoiler review. And that was the villain. Enchantress. What a terrible villain. I gotta say, she is a waste of a villain, because she doesn't do much. I mean, literally, like, her whole purpose of the movie is to literally just have something for the squad to fight. That's really all she is, and what a weird design for a villain. I mean, her first form as this witch character, that was a cool look. I would have been down just for that look alone. But then she transforms into like this god type of look character. Something from like someone said on like one of the reviews, like an Asgardian type of character. It just looked absolutely ridiculous, and I just did not get behind that look at all. But did I like her performance as Enchantress? It was fine. It was okay for a villain. I just didn't care. Like, I didn't care for the villain at all. Performance is fine. It's just that her purpose in the movie completely useless. So people said she's one of the worst CGI villains of all time. I wouldn't say that. I mean, she has a good look. It's just that she's all like wavy and stuff when she's like in her god form. She's like shaking around and all stuff like an octopus. Very, very weird, but not a bad performance. It's just that her purpose was just completely not needed. And the other thing that I thought was kind of a letdown for me, and this is where I get more into spoiler-terrific details, and I didn't talk about him at all in my non-spoiler review because I didn't want to say much in there about this character, and that's El Diablo. El Diablo really didn't have a purpose in this movie. He really didn't have much to really do except show off his powers and sacrifice himself. Yes, El Diablo dies. They killed off 2 Suicide Squad members. Let me tell you that right now. They killed off 2 members. I thought Slipknot was going to die, which he did. I mean, he did die. It was a given. We all knew he was going to die. But I didn't know El Diablo was going to die. That was interesting. But throughout the movie, I just knew that this character was just completely useless. I mean, he didn't have much of a purpose. I mean, really all he showed up for was to show off his metahuman powers and just add metahuman elements to the team. Because this whole time, they were like making it sound like everybody in the team is a metahuman. There's only one metahuman on the team. I mean, it's El Diablo. The rest are humans. Harley Quinn's a human, Deadshot's a human, Killer Croc is still a human, it's just he has crocodile parts. That is not a metahuman. These are not metahumans. El Diablo is the only metahuman that you have on the team. And not a bad performance, It's just that it's not, like, when he makes a sacrifice, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't really, like, add anything. And also, where the heck did that god form come from? When he turned into that giant fire god, where the heck did that come from? That made no sense. But the thing I could say positive about El Diablo was that his background, like his backstory, was interesting. Like, I liked his story a lot, and about his his wife and his children. And it was kind of dark. It was a dark backstory, but it was interesting too. So those are overall my negatives about the film. Slipknot was just a given. I mean, Slipknot was just there just to die. So that's not really a negative or a positive. It was just, something that was destined to happen. So that's really all I have to say. Now let's get down to the stuff that, the cameos and the mid-credit scene, which I'll talk about. So the cameos. Obviously, Batman was in it. His purpose made sense. It made sense. I loved the little fight between Batman and Deadshot. That was a nice little fight. I would have liked to see that a little bit more, but that was still kind of cool to see that. I love that Batman is the main reason that all these villains, or most of the villains, are in jail. I like that aspect a lot. The only thing that I wish they would have done, and I kind of really was hoping when I came into the theater, was that one tiny scene with Joker and Batman. That was all I wanted to see, but they didn't do it, and I understand why they didn't do it, but I wish they would have done something along those lines. They technically did. I mean, when the chase scene was happening, Batman was with Joker in the car, but I want to see Joker and Batman looking at each other in the face and like having some kind of talk. That's what I wanted to see, but they didn't do it. So, he was good. I mean, he had a purpose. And the one cameo I did not expect to see. Ezra Miller's Flash. I mean, I had a suspicion that he was going to be in it, but I didn't know that he was going to be... Like, when they were showing off Captain Boomerang's backstory, you see him robbing a diamond store or some bank, and Flash just shows up out of nowhere. Because when that scene happened, I was like, oh my god, it would be cool if Flash just shows up. And he shows up right there. That was very, very cool. I mean, I have to give him props for that, because that was very, very cool. So... And the last bit that I really talked about with Suicide Squad is the mid-credit scene. And that was Bruce Wayne and Amanda Waller talking about more metahumans out there. And basically Bruce Wayne getting information about Aquaman, the Flash, and everybody, so that he can form the Justice League with Wonder Woman. And I don't know if we're going to get a sequel of Suicide Squad, because the mid-credit scene kind of told us that, Bruce Wayne was like, let our team handle it. You can, like, shut down, this whole squad thing now. So, I don't know. We'll see. But, that is pretty much it for all my spoilers. I mean, that's really all I wanted to spoil in terms of Suicide Squad. I'll have another video for Suicide Squad. I don't know what it would be, but, one more video for Suicide Squad, and then we're gonna be absolutely done with Suicide Squad. Again, the overall score that I gave Suicide Squad was an 8 out of 10. I think that's a reasonable score for the film. And don't listen to the critics, because the film is way better than what the Rotten Tomatoes meter is giving it. So, and stop with this whole petition thing to shut down Rotten Tomatoes. It's a site that takes all the critics' opinions and forms it into percentage. It's not a movie critic website, people. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this spoiler review. If you guys enjoyed it, let me know in the comment section below what your favorite scene / character was in Suicide Squad, and what can you have improved if you were the director of Suicide Squad. So that's it for this spoiler review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, as we end these videos, Beau out. See you next time. Peace.